Faf, you spoke in the week about the mental state and taking this one on the chin, win or lose. Now you have to obviously implement that, just the mindset at the moment and how you go through until Tuesday.
Yeah, this is now when it's important for us to make sure that you look at the World Cup for it is. You're going to play games, you're going to come up against quality opposition. Today England was better than us, all three facets of the game. They show why they are such a good cricket team. And now we have to look at it's a league competition. As disappointed as we are with our performances today, you have to make sure you learn from it quickly and put every single doubt to bed, because there is a next game that you've got to make sure you play good cricket again.
Faf, were you disappointed at the way that the batsman got out? Here I am. Were you disappointed in the way the batsman got out? And what do you think made that happen, and how can you guys fix the batting?
Yeah, I think the flow of the innings unfortunately started with Hashim coming off the field. When you're chasing a big score like 310, what you need is a good start. You need to make sure that you settle the batting dressing room with a good partnership, whether it's 0 wickets down or 1 down, but a good start is really important. And obviously with him coming off, and then a few overs later, Aiden got out, and then 1 or 2 overs later, I got out. When you go 3 down on a big score like that, you're making it really tough for our batting unit to perform. And then the score just looks big. It looks too far. It looks too difficult to get there. The pitch was good enough for us to have a good start. Obviously, Archer bowled really well with the new ball. As I said before this game, a lot of the guys hasn't played against him, so it will take time for international batters to get used to his action. As I said, a little bit nippier when he hits the crease, and that's why he is such an X-factor bowler. So he broke through our opening 3 there, and that pretty much was always going to be a tough ask from there. Quinny batted really well. Rassi once again showed good composure. So yeah, it's just for me now, it's about making sure the dressing room look at the areas that we got it wrong, and just move on. That's it.
Faf,
can you describe the thought process behind opening the bowling with Imran Tahir, and how much of it was a surprise element that he got the wicket of Bairstow in the first over?
Not a surprise, there was a plan. It was something that we thought about a year ago already. I said when we played against England, there's a feeling that I want to go with Emmy because it is something different. I suppose it got a little bit tested when you win the toss and you're bowling first, and it is normally the oval where you want to bowl 2 seamers. But still with that, just sticking to what I feel is the best opportunity to get a wicket. And that's to everyone. So to those 2 at the top, my gut was just saying that Imran has a big chance of getting a wicket. And to the build-up to this game, practicing with a new ball for the last 2 weeks, it's something that he's not really done before, but he knew that he was going to take that first over today.
Off Archer's wickets, and even the Hash hit on the head, which was effectively a wicket in itself. Is that what express pace does? Does it sort of hurry the thoughts and make you do things that you don't necessarily want to do?
Not necessarily. I think it's just, as I said, his action. He is. You could see now towards the end, even with Rassi, bowls slow ball, 80% ball, 80% ball, and then a quick bouncer. So there's obviously some thinking behind it. He does, when he bowls that short one, it is a bit quicker than his other balls, and the guys will get to understand that action better. So when we get an opportunity to play against England again, we'll know that his short ball is his wicket ball. He's not necessarily a guy that will swing the ball as much as other bowlers, but his short ball will be his wicket-taking ball.
Faf, the first half of the game really seemed like a whole lot of planning coming together, not just Imran, but also playing Dwayne and Andile and lots of slower balls and that sort of thing. How frustrating is it then that the first half of the game really seemed to go all according to plan and then sort of fell apart afterwards?
Yeah, I thought after the first half that we did a good job with the ball. As I said before this game, England, more so than any other team in this World Cup, bat longer than anyone else. So if you can stop them with with a long batting lineup that they have, then you're doing a great job with the ball. For them to score as little runs as they did the last 15 overs, and us picking as many wickets as we did, was a great achievement by our bowling unit. But as I said, you have to. 310 is still a big score. So what you need to do is you need to start well, and we didn't have that luxury today.
Faf, how do you appraise Ben Stokes' performance today? Because when you come up against a guy like that, top scores, run-outs, wickets, and that catch as well, I mean, how can you compete with that in a way?
Yeah, he's a good cricketer, Stokes. A 3-1 cricketer. And that's why I said why England is such a good team. They have a lot of all-rounders that play a part. Mo and Ali, same thing. On other days, he does it with the batter's ball and does it in the field. Chris Wokes, good bowler. He comes in at the end. He can score you runs. It goes on. Rashid, Plunkett. So that's England team strength, is the fact that they go so long, and that's why they're playing probably the most consistent one-day cricket. Catch, brilliant. That's as good as it gets. I also enjoy those round-hand, one-hand catches. I appreciate the skill that goes into that. But I know with him, been playing with him in previous teams before, that he practices his fielding hard. He's a guy that he does train those catches, so there's no fluke when it comes to taking a catch like that with him.
Faf, you say 310 or 311 is a big score. Was there anything more you could have done to restrict England when you had them like 5 down or something?
I'll go back now and I'll think what can I do better? What can I learn from the pitch? But as I said, their batting lineup is long, so Stokes coming in at 5 or 6, whatever, to get 90 runs the way that he did. I didn't feel that we made a lot of mistakes with the ball. I thought it was a good battle between good bowlers and a very, very strong batting lineup. And it was, probably 10, 15 runs more if you were really harsh on ourselves, a few soft deliveries. But apart from that, 300 on a good wicket like that, I would have taken that.
Can I get the last few? Daniel, the back, Ben.
Me. Faf, when you won the toss, did you have an idea in your mind of what target you would have liked to have been chasing? How close to 312 was that? I was
hoping 180, but that is probably the glass half full side of me. When they got going and they batted really well, it looked like they were going close to 350. And obviously the scores, especially from them the last while, has been 350, has been almost their par. So, in my head I was aiming at anything between 320 and 300 would have been a great effort from us. So to do that, I think the bowlers did a good job today.
Faf, you took 2 very good catches filling in the outfield. How difficult is to lead the team in today's era, most of the time when you're in the outfield? I mean, in India, Kohli gets support from Dhoni. How do you manage?
Yeah, I'm normally, most of the time, the last year or so, I've been in the inner ring. I love talking to the bowlers because I had a dodgy shoulder. That's better now, so the competitive fielder inside me wants to go where the ball goes, because I feel like your best fielders needs to be where the ball goes. Luckily for us today, we bowled quite a bit of spin, so we had enough time for me to go to the boundary and then still go up to the bowler and talk about plans and tactics. But we haven't got a lot of quick fielders around the park, so that's why I feel it's necessary for me to go. With Markram, who's also a good fielder. We've got David Miller, who's a good fielder. He didn't play, but there's a few slow-ish guys in the field, so that makes the quicker guys in the team job more important.
Faf, how impressed were you with Lungi Ngidi's character? His first World Cup game wasn't going too well for him, but then I think it was 3 for 21 and 4 overs at the death.
Lungs would have said. He's got a beautiful action. Today, just off it with the start. He's normally a guy that is very, very balanced in the way that he bowls. He doesn't offer a lot of bad balls. Today there was a few up front, but that's okay. That's going to happen. And then the way he came back was beautiful. to get Joss Butler out. He's probably one of the best strikers in the world. To get him out with good thinking, good tactics, and coming back, like you're saying, 3 for 21 is very good for us, because Lungi, KG, those guys are going to play a role when it comes to close games at the death as the tournament moves on.